Think about the last time you looked at your phone only to find it devoid of new messages. Can you recall the feeling that washed over you? It's a common experience, not much to worry about, right? Yet, it holds a certain significance, a significance we often overlook. Have you ever considered what this experience can mean on a deeper level? What if these moments of silence are not just empty pauses, but opportunities for self-reflection and personal growth? Let's delve deeper into this concept. Imagine you're waiting at a bus stop. Your attention is pulled towards your phone, but there's nothing new there. No messages, no alerts, just your reflection on the blank screen. It's a small, quiet moment, but it's in these seemingly insignificant moments that a shift starts to happen. A shift that could potentially change your perspective on life. Have you ever noticed these moments? Have you ever wondered about their potential impact on your life? We're so used to being pulled away by our thoughts. They dictate where our attention goes. We think about a work meeting, a conversation we had, or the errands we need to run. Our mind is rarely in the present moment. It's constantly moving, constantly pulling our attention away. But what if we were to harness this wandering mind of ours and focus it on the present moment? What if we could learn to control this drift and channel it towards something more constructive than our usual worries and distractions? This pulling away, this drift, it happens without us even noticing. Our bodies respond as well. Maybe a small frown forms on your face, or your shoulders hunch forward. You might not even realize it's happening. It's a subtle reaction, but it's happening. Have you ever noticed this physical response to your wandering mind? It's a fascinating aspect of our mind-body connection. Can you see the connection between your thoughts and your physical reactions? We tend to think this state is normal. We barely recognize it. We joke about being in our own world or zoning out without realizing how often we're not fully present. This drift becomes our everyday state, but can we change this? Can we become more present and aware in our daily lives? What if we could train ourselves to be more present, to be more aware of our thoughts and our surroundings? What would that look like? Then something changes. Our attention comes back. Maybe it's the sound of a bird or the breeze on your face. Something simple, something quiet brings you back to the present. This return of attention is a subtle shift, but it's significant. You start to notice things, the fake smile from your colleague, the way your friend checks their phone constantly when you're talking to them. You see the patterns that were hidden before. What else might you notice if you were to cultivate this present moment awareness? Could this newfound awareness change the way you perceive your surroundings? This new awareness can make you uncomfortable. You start to question. You question your relationships, your conversations. They don't feel the same anymore. It's like you're seeing things for the first time. Can you relate? Have you ever had a moment of sudden clarity that changed your perspective? How did it feel to see things from a different perspective? Was it a moment of liberation or a moment of discomfort? You might feel alone. You feel different from your old self, different from the people around you. It's like you're in a transition phase, shedding the old and moving towards something new. This can be a challenging time, but it's also a time of growth. How do you navigate these periods of transition in your life? Do you embrace the change or do you resist it? What strategies do you use to cope with these changes? This new reality, it can be hard to accept. You might even try to go back to fit in again. But there's a part of you that knows you can't go back. You can't pretend anymore. This feeling, this loneliness, it's not a punishment. It's a process. It's a process of becoming aware, of becoming more present in your life. It's a process of growth. How do you cope with this process of growth and change? Do you see it as a challenge or an opportunity? When you become more aware, your circle might shrink. You might get fewer messages, fewer invitations. Your world becomes quieter. But this quietness is not emptiness, it's space. This space allows you to know yourself better. You learn to be comfortable with your own thoughts. You stop seeking constant validation from others. You start to trust yourself more. How do you feel about this newfound space and self-reliance? Does it feel liberating or intimidating? This trust, this self-reliance, it makes you stronger. You learn to stand alone without feeling broken. You start making choices based on what feels right for you, not what others expect. This might seem like a loss at first, but over time, it starts to feel like freedom. You stop chasing people. You stop proving yourself. You start looking for genuine connections, not just company. How does this newfound freedom feel? Is it liberating or is it overwhelming? This state, let's call it quiet awareness. If you can relate, write quiet awareness. It's a state where loneliness is not empty, but a space for growth, a space for honesty. It's a state that allows you to be more authentic and true to yourself. How does this concept of quiet awareness resonate with you? Does it feel familiar or is it something new you're just beginning to explore? But there's more to this. Once you're comfortable in this space, once you're stable in your quiet awareness, something else happens. The right people start to enter your life. Not many, but real ones. Maybe it's a new friend who shares your interests, or a colleague who understands your work style. These people come into your life not because you're chasing them, but because you're open to genuine connections. How has your journey towards self-awareness influenced your relationships? Have you noticed a change in the quality of your relationships? Quiet awareness can isolate you for a while, but eventually it connects you. It connects you to yourself, and it connects you to the right people. It might make your world smaller, but it makes your life richer. It's a journey towards a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Are you ready to embrace this journey? Are you ready to step into a life of quiet awareness? Let's go back to that moment at the bus stop, looking at your phone with no new messages. Now, it feels different. Now, you understand what's happening. You understand the shift, the quiet awareness. You've learned to embrace the quiet. You've learned to find strength in it. You don't fear the silence anymore. You welcome it because you know it's not emptiness, it's space. Space for you to grow, to become more aware, to connect truly. How does this change in perspective feel? Is it empowering or is it daunting? And so you stand there, phone in hand, no new messages, but you're not waiting anymore. You're not looking for distractions. You're present, you're aware, you're in your quiet awareness, and you know this is only the beginning of a richer, more meaningful life. So, are you ready to embark on this journey towards quiet awareness? Are you ready to embrace a life of quietness, presence, and authenticity? This is your journey.